We out here in Flatbush, Prospect Park.
You already know.
I'm with my man Junior, man. People, talk to the people, Junior.
My name Baby Junior from Flatbush, St. Paul's Court. Matter of fact, all over Flatbush. I ran all over Flatbush. I ran all over Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me.
I mean, so you telling the people you from St. Paul's and Flatbush, man. Tell me a little bit something about St. Paul's back in the days, or tell me how it was growing up as a young dude in Flatbush on St. Paul's.
It was a man's block. Flatbush was a man's area, a man's community around those times. You know what I'm saying? It was a chain of command. The little homies can't be around the big homies when they talking, smoking, and drinking. You get your little ass away. You wait your turn. You understand where I'm coming from? It was a high level of respect for our elders, for our comrades. It was a fun place. It was a fun place to be. But, if you was on the street, as far as coming up on the street and, running with the gangs or whoever your man's in them, it was a certain order. You know what I'm saying? It was a certain order you had to follow. Okay. Or you could get killed or go to jail if you don't follow those rules,
I see you talked about gangs. Like, what kind of street gangs was in your area at those times?
Me coming up, it was MOB.
Okay.
It was MOB. And after MOB, it was Azad. I was Azad. I used to fuck with Azad. I was a young nigga running with Azad. And after Azad, we formed TLR. We formed TLR up on Westbury Courtside. Me and my man Flame and Kawan and Tip Top was there. If y'all know who Tip Top was there when we started that. We were still in junior high school, but we was under Izod, so we wanted our own little identity, and we started TLR. And from TLR, Westbury.
Hold on. What TLR stand for?
The Little Rascals. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Little Rascals. So the abbreviation was TLR, and we was under Izod, under Too Bad, my big homie. You know what I'm saying? Too Bad from Flatbush, from Izod. That's one of my big homies. And then on Westbury Court, you had the Rat Pack and Z Team and everything else that formed after that. But I went to jail while TLR was still coming. While TLR was still out in '91.
So what's
But see, like, what I see today with it, like, it ain't really too much honor in it. You understand what I'm talking? Because what people have to understand all throughout history, it was always war. But like Shaka Zulu changed the way war was fought in Africa, like with the spear and stuff.
Would you mind talking about why you went to jail for?
Oh yeah, nah. I don't mind. We used to rob jewelry stores.
Okay.
That was my hustle back then. And at those times, I had. Let me tell you a little story. Like, I had tried selling crack. You know what I'm saying? In like '88, '89. But that shit just never really sat right with my soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, we used to sell crack on Westbury for my man Mark. Wisdom that's locked up. Free my nigga Wisdom. Wisdom that's locked up. I used to sell crack for Wiz's brother. That's the only nigga I ever hustled for. And selling crack just ain't really sit right with my soul. I ain't really like the money, and then that shit fucked my pops up. I'm gonna tell y'all the story later on about my father. But that shit fucked my pops up. My pops, So I started robbing jewelry stores after that. I got with my Trini homies in them, and we was robbing jewelry stores all throughout Jersey. We used to rob jewelry stores, and on one of the jewelry store robberies, a police came. He got shot in his head. My man got shot. It was a shootout between us and the police and the Brinks truck people in them, and like a 10-mile car chase throughout the Pulaski from Jersey City to Linden, New Jersey. That was how long they chased us. They chased us from Journal Square. You know where Journal Square is in Jersey City? We got into a shootout with the police in Journal Square, and then they caught us. We went to trial. We was on trial for about a month and a half. Nobody snitched. Mind you, I was 17 when I got locked up. Nobody snitched. We all went to trial. We got smoked. They smoked us. Smoked the shit out of us. A couple of us one got 40 years, one got 20. I got 15. Driver got 10. But today in 2020, everybody home. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's home.
Everybody home.
Everybody's well. 2, 3. Matter of fact, all of my co-defendants got deported back to Trinidad. I'm the only one, the standing one on that indictment right now in America. So that shit kind of haunts me when police run down on me and run my name. The police shooting shows up.
Okay.
So, and if you know anything about St. Paul's Court, we got a couple police shooters over there. So, there's some shit behind that which you could get more in depth.
But so, like you just said, like, you know what I mean? You shot the police. I got into the police now.
Yeah.
How was it for you and your peoples when y'all was locked up because y'all attacked the police? So how the COs is dealing with y'all, and how much time do you spend? You say you spent like 8 years or 10 years?
I did seven and some change.
So how it was with the police inside there?
When we first got locked up, they put a hit out on us. They had put a hit out on us, the police, the COs, because you know all the police fuck with each other. Police and COs, it's a brotherhood. So they put a hit out on us, and the gangster niggas and them who they came to, you know, they told them niggas from Jersey City. If niggas from Jersey City watching this, Big Pie and all them niggas in them. Them my niggas, shout out to them niggas in them. But they tried to give them niggas some money to poke us up. And them niggas is like, nah, they ain't doing that. Them niggas is hit police. We fucking with them, you know what I'm saying? So they didn't like that. You know, we went through getting jumped. I got jumped by the police a couple times out there. They broke my arm. You know, they come in your cell 2, 3 in the morning, work you out, you know what I'm saying? You know,
give a definition of workout, because a lot of people might not understand what you mean by
working. Open your
working.
cell door while you sleeping with the gloves on and start fucking you up. By the third time they come in there, you already know what it is. Like, hold on, let me put my sneakers on. They respect you so much, they're gonna let you put your shit on, and then it's a workout. Give them some work. They not gonna tell, so fight back. And you know, I got my arm broke. I'm a little dude, you know what I'm saying, with a big mouth. Mind you, I'm in Jersey City. I did all my time in Jersey City. I never been on Rikers Island. I did all my time out of town. So, you know, I was repping Brooklyn, Flatbush heavy in there, you know what I'm saying? And I got mad niggas that I fuck with to this day that I formed brotherhoods with, that I was down prison with down there, you know what I'm saying? That could vouch, like I was in there valid. You dig where I'm coming from? I remember going to school, like certain schools I went to, I don't know, but I went to certain schools that in the morning before school started, we used to have to pray. Like Catholic school and shit, we used to have to pray and then say the Pledge of Allegiance and all certain things like that. And you know, even in school, when I went to public school when I was younger, they mentioned God, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be, you know. There's no God even in school today.
I always see you posting, when you be posting shit on the gram and Facebook and all of that.
Right.
I always see you attach this thing called RORO.
Right.
What is RORO? Explain RORO to me.
RORO, the abbreviation for RORO is Real Recognized Official. You understand? And that's something my brothers in Brownsville started. You know what I'm saying? And I was one of the men that, you know, they respect in Flatbush, that they came to me and wanted to start a brotherhood that, you know, we have an impact, because there's a bunch of strong men throughout Brooklyn that fuck with each other. There's men from the Star, from Brownsville, from East New York. We not gang, you know what I'm saying? Like the shit that's going on today with the Blood and Crip, it's just a higher hierarchy of men in Brooklyn and New York City that, you know, some niggas control the city that y'all young niggas mightn't know. Like, it's a lot of movers and shakers that we have a respect and a love and a brotherhood that, you know, if you go to Atlanta, you could call me and I could get a RORO to pull up on you. You got a G-lock, you got weed, you got protection. You know, it ain't no gang shit.
I see the RORO. I really don't want to call brother's name, but
right.
I know some certified dude.
Yeah, my nigga BK Supreme,
yeah.
29 Vine, Jada, my brother Touch. You know what I'm saying? All of them, you know what I mean? RORO Life Ghost from the Plaza. My nigga Day, my nigga Ali One from Kingsborough. You know what I'm saying? And you know, all my dogs that spar with me in Flatbush is RORO. And I got a bunch of niggas that, you know, they Blood and Crip too, but they RORO. When they see me, they know it's real, only recognized official. You know what I'm saying? And the way they salute me, they don't even salute they gang homies like that, because it's a deeper understanding. You know what I'm saying? You know, some of them I have ties, our families have ties together. So it's deeper than our relationship. Like, you know what I mean? If his mother cry, my mother gonna cry, because, you know, the relationship is deep, you know?
All right, so I see you talked about your ROROs in Brownsville, you know, around BK, certified dude from all over the world. So tell me about some live dudes that you heard about or respected through Flatbush from your area that put in that pain and held the hood down and let nobody come through and dismantle. Like,
well, let me give y'all a little bit of history, because I see a lot of interviews, and you know, everybody had their time, and you know, everybody's from different blocks, because you could have somebody that's so valid on one block, and you know, he getting money, he putting in that pain, representing what he representing, but somebody on 2 blocks over might be doing the same or more, but you don't even know him. So it's not really an area thing with Flatbush. Flatbush is more like a block thing, because we under a certain order of the islands.
Thank you.
You dig?
Yes,
Flatbush is
brother.
under
Yes.
an island order. So when you go to the islands, you know, in Jamaica, you got Matches Lane, this lane, that lane, that lane. Them niggas hold down they lanes. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we have brothers from Jamaica, Haiti, Trinidad, or whatever, and we're under that order. When we go to our island, that's the order we're under. So that's the order we bring back within Flatbush, that, you know, you hold down your lane, you hold down your block, you hold down your area, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you give salutations to other garrisons or neighborhoods or sets, or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all call it today, you know what I'm saying? But back to the dudes and I you know, this is We Are Flatbush.
It's a fact.
And I'm disappointed in a lot of y'all gangsters I see on here talking, and y'all never mention Uzi Delroy. Y'all disrespectful bastards.
Okay.
How dare y'all not mention Uzi Delroy? And if y'all don't know who Uzi Delroy is the first nigga that started selling crack in Flatbush. The first Jamaican shower posse nigga that started selling crack in all of Flatbush. So wherever you from, wherever part of Flatbush you from, I don't want to say no parts, whatever back blocks, whatever projects, whatever, Uzi Delroy. Ask your father and ask your uncle. I don't care what none of y'all say. The first nigga that started selling crack cocaine, cook up cocaine in Flatbush, and everybody else followed. And he had Flatbush under certain manners. His name was
I heard his name a lot in Flatbush and
Uzi. Y'all, you know, y'all use Google Delroy Uzi.
Yes, he put in that pain.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Type of honor we was doing what we was doing, and we had beef, drama, whatever. We went direct.
It was honoring it.
To whoever.
It was honoring it.
Got
yeah, like I'm gonna let you know, your dog. After this right here, we got drama. All right, so you know and I know. So when we see each other again, we can shoot the 5 or whatever it may be, but you knew what it was. But, and another thing for me, let me tell you something. For me, like, my name Baby Junior. That ain't no street name. That's showing honor and respect to my father. My father was somebody on these streets. You dig where I'm coming from? My father is Rasta Jr. He had one of the biggest weed spots on Underhill and St. John's. You know what I'm saying? In the 70s and 80s, you know what I mean? The Marleys and them, when they came here a couple times, they went to my father's spot and went and got weed. Ask anybody, ask Killer Kev and all them from St. John's and Underhill. But I say all that to say that, you know, my name come from my father, you know what I'm saying? And before I came outside and been in the streets, I had my rules, I had my regulations, I had my honor, everything that when they met me outside and they saluted me for, that's because of my father. You know what I'm saying? It's because of my father. He told me if anybody spit on me, knock their fucking head off. It's because of my father. He told me if anybody offer me to their dick, do what you gotta do. It's because of my father. If he told me if anybody raised their foot to me. You dig? So I had my rules and regulations before I came outside.
General,
so that's why,
the general taught you well.
That's right. So that's why older men always respected me as a kid. Like, I like that little nigga right there. It wasn't because what I was doing on the street first. It's because the way I conducted myself and the way I respected them. Because I got a bunch of brothers as you just met. So it's always, I always knew what the chain of command was. So when I came out on the streets, I respected my big homies. I got right in line. Some niggas like, nah, I had a father, so my father taught me how to get in line. So when I came on the street and I want to be involved in that, I worked my way up. I earned my stripes. That's why my stripes is valid. I'm a general out here. Fuck what they doing, nigga. We shot. You know, you know.
I ain't gonna talk about it.
But I'm just saying
like
that.
my homie
you know
said, the best stories are the ones never told.
And the thing is that I'm not glorifying that at all. You understand where I'm coming from? I'm just saying, like, if y'all gonna have strength for each other, have strength for everybody. Don't just have strength for each other and want to dust each other off when these niggas is choking out your moms in front of you and beating your father up in front of you and you just taping it. You dig? But,
that's a fact. That's
you know,
a fact.
like, all salutations to my father. My name is Baby Junior because of my father. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's what that's about. But you got to salute Uzi Delroy.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I know we salute a lot of the generals. A lot of people, you know, pick and choose who they want to salute, but you know, Flatbush got a lot of G's in it.
But what I'm saying too is like with the cuz in them, when they talking about, you know, the gang shit with the Crip shit, everybody give Tukey his one, right? Y'all give Tukey, all y'all young ones and the OGs. So give our OGs they just do, dog. Give them that, dog. Don't be like, well, that was y'all era. Tukey wasn't in none of y'all eras. But y'all still keep him in the history books. Y'all still keep his name underlined and highlighted in the history books.
That's a fact.
In Flatbush, I'm gonna keep certain one's name highlighted. He was the first. He wasn't just a gangster nigga. I'm telling you, one of the niggas that was the first. You know?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you another. I'm gonna jump off of this. I mean, like when you was in Flatbush as a young dude,
right?
And you wanted something to eat. Where you went to get something to eat at? Like, what's one of your famous spots you used to went to go get something to eat?
My famous spots. Oh, they had Jama Freak. You know, I was on Westbury and Flatbush too. They had Jama Freak right there on Winthrop and Flatbush. They had the bakery that's still there on Hawthorne and Flatbush. We used to go to Dynamite, which they used to call Mike's Diner by Lincoln Road in Flatbush.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember Club Dynamite. They had a club there called Dynamite back in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? We used to go there to Mike's Diner to get some food. That's right next to Manny Barbershop. Remember that?
Yeah, Manny had the barbershop where the sneaker store was at. Yep.
We used to go to the beef patty spot next to Sneaker King. You know what I'm saying? All that's our area. We used to go to that beef, and that beef patty spot's still there. Where else we used to go? You know, we still going to, we always went to Glorious for our roti. I'm Trini, you know what I'm saying? So I went to Glorious and all that for my roti. You know, and my mom's, you know, we from Trinity, we cook like a motherfucker too, so I eat from my homeboy's house.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? I eat from my homeboy's house. Oh, hold on, Sybil's on Church. We used to go to Sybil's, right? Where, if y'all know where Tilden, Biltmore Ballroom right there by the bank, used to be a bakery called Sybil's.
Guyanese spot.
Yeah, Guyanese spot. We used to eat at Sybil's too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So what clubs you went to back in the days out here?
Biltmore, nigga. I was in Biltmore when Super Cat and Junior Demus and Nicodemus was in there. And mind you, I was a 14-year-old kid in there at them times.
How the hell you got in there?
I'm 14
How you got in there,
at
brother?
those times, see the order at those times, if you moving with certain man and you got jewels on or whatever, they know you young, but they letting you in. And I don't know how the fuck I was even in these clubs as I think as a 40-year-old man now, how the fuck I was in these spots 14 and 15 years old. With wild jewelry on, with the thing. I'm with my dogs in them, with the oldest, but I was there with Super Cat, Junior Cat, Nicodemus. I was there. I used to go to Biltmore, I used to go to Tilden Ballroom, I used to go to Walterios, I used to go to Dynamite, I used to go, what's the shit on Snyder? Trails, the shit on Snyder? You go upstairs, High Room, whatever the name was at them times. Caribbean Dome.
Caribbean Dome.
Yeah.
Higher and Caribbean Dome. Higher.
I shot mad niggas in front of Tilden.
It was Caribbean Dome. What the shit across this shit?
Yeah, the original. I shot mad niggas in front of Tilden Ballroom, all that. I went to
Come on, man. Come on, man. We ain't trying to indict you, brother.
The darkness, it's past that. Niggas ain't die. Niggas still looking for me now. Nah, but yeah, I've been to them spots. Like in Flatbush. Turntable. I was there at Turntable when the Shower Posse sprayed it and Ratty and them got shot. I was there that night, young, like 14, 15. Love people. Now, I just used to go up there. I didn't want to go inside there. That shit is a cemetery. Love people is a cemetery.
People. I remember that. My brother them talking about that as a young dude.
I know about Love People. All
right, man. So like even when like you said about the Izar growing up in the hood, you know, we're gonna eat the good food. I mean, you say your pops had the bud spot. Like neighborhood, like as a young nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
What was the most thing that brothers always get in trouble for? Like from like how we said earlier, Flatbush consists of blocks to blocks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what was the most consistent thing that made brothers always wanted to get into problems with each other in the neighborhood?
Well, see, like you had Jamaican niggas, like certain parts of Flatbush where I'm from, like on Parkside, you had certain Jamaican niggas and them had their own beefs. You know, they might have been beefing with niggas from the 90s. You dig where I'm coming from? So for them, they had their, when they go to their Ron Robbins or whatever and get in a beef with certain man and niggas coming through there and wetting there up, that don't got nothing to do with us. But every, you got the Izar little niggas, mixed in Yankee boy, them born here, we born here, but we run around. What we doing? We robbing niggas polo gooses at them times. We you know what I'm saying? We catching niggas. At that time, like we used to beef heavy with Franklin Avenue. Flatbush and Franklin Avenue used to beef heavy. Izard and PIC. FAP. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? We used to beef heavy with them. So, at a certain point in time, they couldn't come down here. We couldn't go up there. We used to catch some of them slipping. They used to catch some of us slipping. They shot a couple of us. We shot a couple of them. But that beef died early. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit. Once PIC and Izard died, everybody just became. But it was an intense beef at one time.
We all, like I said, VIP had their problems with
with Izard too.
We had our problems with Izard. I mean, these are all things.
And then y'all niggas used to be chasing Tyson up out of Vanderveer and all that. Too Bad and them used to go up. I remember all that.
We had our issues with Tyson. Tyson and Too Bad was the main cats of Izard.
Those are the.
Like I said, we was all young kids, and now we just reminiscing. We ain't trying to bring back old beats. We ain't trying to start that.
Never that.
Rest in peace to Too Bad.
It's a celebration of our journey.
Definitely. Yeah, it's a celebration. Say that again.
It's a celebration of our journey.
Definitely.
It's a celebration these gray hairs niggas got, because we really been through, like, I've been in 5-minute shootouts before, like a shootout 5 minutes. Niggas is busting for 5 minutes and you scared, you empty, but you scared to run.
But hold on. Let the people know, because some people might say 5 minutes. 5 minutes shooting a gun, how that feel? Like 3 hours, right?
Bro, yeah, it feel like 3 hours. They mightn't believe it, but because if you was coming up in that time, you know it wasn't a lot of police on the streets at that time. So you could do a whole robbery and leave before police even come on the scene, 6, 7, 8 minutes before they even get here, because there wasn't a lot of cops on the streets at those times. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I experienced those things. You know what I'm saying? I seen a lot of shit, bro.
All right, before we get out of here, I mean, I know you have one of your good.
It's part one.
No, we definitely gonna definitely sit down with Junior again. But I know you got a close friend that's in the game, in the music business, in the industry.
Lot of them.
Well, I know you got a lot, but I see one of them that you real close with.
Right.
And I always wonder, like, how did, from a dude from Flatbush, is real tight with a dude from Harlem, away from the Bronx or Harlem? Harlem. How did y'all two get to be cool and be 100 with each other? Because to be real with it, Harlem and Bronx niggas don't really get along with Brooklyn niggas.
Yeah.
So just to
not a good mix.
Just to see that a Harlem and a Brooklyn nigga, which is a Flatbush nigga, a West Indian dude, vibing with a Harlem dude.
He's a West Indian nigga.
He's a West Indian nigga?
His mother's born in Guyana, his father's
Oh, you see that? You see, I didn't even know that. I mean, I didn't know that, but still, it's a Harlem thing.
Right.
How did that connect?
Give me the light.
How did that connect, y'all,
All
brother?
right. Me and son met in jail. Pop that phone. Me and son met in jail, right? We was going through central booking. I got locked up in the city for a suspended license, and then, you know, I'm going through this how you call it, the Center Street Central Booking.
Okay.
So Center Street Central Booking is for Lower East Side and Harlem niggas. And you know the boat is for the Bronx, and Brooklyn has its own Central Booking. So we going through, I get to the bullpen, it's mad Harlem niggas there. So they all know each other from the neighborhood, and they talking like, yo, what part of Harlem you from? What part of Harlem you from, or whatever. So now they ask me like, yo, what part of Harlem you from? I'm like, I ain't from Harlem, I'm from Brooklyn. So, you know, the room kind of, you know, like it was kind of, oh, you know what I'm saying? So niggas like, where are you from Brooklyn? I'm like, what part of Brooklyn from? Like Flatbush. They're like, oh, word, you know this nigga, you know that nigga. I'm like, yeah, I know him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I know him. He's like, oh, word, you Crip? I'm like, nah, I ain't Crip. There's like, how you know them niggas? I mean, you ain't Crip. I said, because they came up under me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not Crip. If I fuck you think I'm scared to tell y'all niggas I'm fucking Crip, right? I'm like, nigga, I'm not Crip. So anyway, so you know when you're in a bullpen around 2, 3, everybody start falling asleep. Everybody fell asleep. Sun is up, and I'm up. He watching me, I'm watching him. So he like, yo, bro, you from Brooklyn? I'm like, yeah. So we starts talking, and a lot of niggas from Brooklyn, he know, I know. Vice versa, like, you know what I'm saying? Many times during Miami Memorial Weekend, he was down there, I was down there. We was doing this with each other, you know what I'm saying? He was, you know, with his Harlem niggas and them, and I'm with my Flatbush niggas, and, you know, wherever, Vegas, wherever. So we starts talking about some street shit, start talking about some work.
Start talking about some things.
Yeah.
That's it. We ain't gonna go. We start
talking about some shit. So, you know, we linked up, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it started as a business relationship, and it grew to a homie relationship, and then it grew to that's my brother. Like, over the years, I've been my nigga like 13, 14 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And our relationship just grew. Like,
I see it's genuine.
So,
it looks genuine.
That's my brother. Like, a lot of people be like, yo, you held that nigga down, da-da-da. See, that's just, you know, of course you don't reveal everything on social media, but I be want to tell niggas like, nigga, that nigga bailed all 5 of my brothers out before. They rushed my crib and he bailed all 5 of my brothers out before. Like, I didn't, you know, that's what brothers do for each other. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got other mans too, but me and son is just,
y'all locked in. That's bottom line.
You know, it's like I'm bad cop, he the good cop. I'm aggressive, he passive. It works.
It works like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it works.
Opposite.
And he's such a real nigga. Like, you know, like, he don't make no money and don't call me for my 20%. He don't even have to let me know he making money, but he fucks with me so much. When he was changing his life, I seen that shit when he was talking about he was changing his life. I'm one of the niggas he called like, yo, bro, left that. We going here. And I never looked back since.
That's what's up.
I never looked back. He never, you know what I'm saying? Like, his word never failed me. My word never failed him. It's not about what he could do for me. I'm just saying the brethren shit we got.
Well, hold on. I just realized something. We talking for about like 10 minutes about this person, and we never mentioned the person's name.
We talking about DC Harris from Harlem. You know, people know him from Love and Hip Hop, but that's my man. His name D1 Uno, but y'all know him as DC Harris. That's one of my good friends. You know what I'm saying? My best boy, my right hand man, and you know. We don't even talk about money, dog.
Nah, we ain't gonna talk about that.
I'm talking about me and son. I said we don't even talk about money. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
what you call real. Y'all real. Ain't got no time to talk about money.
About our kids and our wives, you know, shit like that. But that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my bro. Like, wherever y'all see him, y'all gonna see me. And I'm, you know.
That's a fact. I do see him and I do see you together.
Yeah.
That's a
and
fact.
I got another brother in the industry too that's just as close as DC. Smith & Wesson, Tech and Steel. Those are my brothers.
That's my
Those
brethren.
niggas in them wiped my kids' ass when they was shit.
Salute to Tech and Steel. That's my
Still
brethren
changed
too.
my son's Pampers. All of them only know him as Uncle Steel and Uncle Tech. And he 20-something years old. He don't know, that's all he know him as. You know what I'm saying? Those are my brothers just as well. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Could even run even deeper, but those are my brothers as well too. You know what I'm saying?
Let's salute. Shout out to Smith &
That's
Wesson.
a fact. My brothers.
All right, man. You know what I mean? I'm glad you sat down. I sat down. You know, we chopped it up.
Part 2 is
We're
gonna
in
get
Prospect
deeper.
Park right now, people.
Yeah.
I mean, this is part 1. Part 2 is coming. There's gonna be more gravy. We're gonna sit
we're
down.
Gonna get more in depth.
I just had to come by and check my man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We talked a legend for Flatbush.
I'll get in depth with y'all and play by play with the big heist and all that. I'll do all that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely.
All
definitely.
that. And to let y'all know how a young Flatbush nigga at 17 years old, what was my mind state in the middle of a shootout with motherfucking Jersey City police. Not as a grown man, but as a 17-year-old, and I'm exchanging fire with I'm not playing clothes, uniform police. As a 17-year-old, I'm gonna take y'all in the mind of what a 17-year-old is going in on his third shot at a uniform police officer. In 1651, we are Flatbush, you heard? Baby Junior from Flatbush, part 1. Check us out in part 2.
Whatever, whoever you respect, you know, you see in your neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm telling you. Ask a nigga like, yo, who are you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, no, that's
Start
a better
going
one.
around
They got a better
asking
one.
people that shit.
When you
Let's
when you go to the hood, you see niggas out there, you know, niggas is jeweled up cars out there, you know what I'm saying? The young boys out there. Just go ask on them, yo, Robo, let me hear your 8 timetables.
Oh shit.
Let me see your 8 timetable. You gonna start taking them to school?
No, he's a big fucking man, right? You about to get M's and all that, right? Before you do all that, let me hear your 8 timetables, because can you count? All right. And then just leave, because he don't know it. He don't know it. And I will follow you all day with money on you, and we could bet. Let's try that nigga right there. I'll bet you. And probably only lose the bet about twice. But I'm going to win your money today. I'm going to win your money today.
This nigga got me doing 8 times table in my head.
Nah.
Yo, I'm like 8 times.
Yo, bro. It's not about
like, damn, I'm dumb.
Yo, bro.
Nigga got me doing the 8
Check it out.
times.
Say, for example, you don't know it. But just go and ask 10 motherfuckers and then you really be like, yo, where the fuck we really at, though?